kid added one line to this poem, and it was inspired by a poem we read by Bobby Katz. So, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Kids by room 115 and Bobby Katz.
Some kids like to play. Some of us play outside a lot and inside a lot. Some kids like to study. Some kids like family. Some fight with brothers and sisters. Sometimes we get in trouble. Some of us are dancing. Some of us are trying to learn how to ride a bike. Some of us like to. Some of us like popsicles.
Some kids think cats are awesome. Some of us like dogs and frogs.
Some of us like fish too.
Some of us have the same color and some of us don't.
Some kids have blue eyes. Some of us have tall. Some kids are different. Some of us are.
All of us are smart.
All of us are children. All of us are fun. All of us are special. Every single one. All of us have just one home. It's called the planet Earth. All of us are dreamers, and all are great at work.
Trent, Steve, Ruby, Jackson, Logan, Daniel,
Jacob.
Gabe, Julia, Kara, Natalia, Kate, Sophie, Maria,
And, ready? Everybody will. Go ahead.
Everybody will. They are so cool. They rule the school. 18 friends. The fun never ends. Even when they are loud as hens. My room 150.
In the school year, I make a conscious effort with my classes to really build community.
I think community starts with the teacher. There would be no way that we'd connect with each other if we didn't have a teacher leading the way.
And so I do some conscious things at the beginning of the school year, the first couple weeks of different groupings, making them move around the room and get into different small groups, partner with different people. They do a date calendar the second day of school where they have to find 7 different partners, and sometimes we do a dinner date calendar where we pretend we're going to Rockies, pretend we're going to, McDonald's or someplace really good for us, and or we do an event where their bowling buddy or their skydiving buddy or something. We have different activities just to make it hokey and fun, and then they will go around and meet with those 7 different people within the first 2 to 3 weeks, and so I really challenge them to have new relationships, a lot of time up front talking about how, especially in my class, because we do a lot of discussion in English and we are blessed with that, that it's important for them to feel comfortable with everyone in their class. And so I will be asking them to build a community right from the beginning. I openly talk about how we have to build a community. It's not like something magical that's going to happen and we'll say later, oh, we were a community. It's something that I consciously create.
Mrs. Butler did a really great job of creating community in her AP English class because she made it really clear from the first day that we were going to learn to really love everybody in the class, and that it was important when we were talking about our opinions and in book discussions and in Socratic seminars that everybody's opinion mattered. And she didn't just tell us that, she found opportunities to showcase everybody in the class so that we knew that everyone in the class had a good opinion and an idea, even if they were more quiet or even if they seemed to monopolize the conversation sometimes. She found a way to bring out the best in everybody.
And to feed into that, I spend about 5 to 10 minutes every Monday morning doing check-in. And check-in is where they share either a high or a low, not both, because we do want to get it done in 5 to 10 minutes from their weekend. And I'll share something too. And over time, first it feels kind of awkward and forced, but I would say probably after about the 3rd or 4th week, they're much more comfortable and they're starting to listen more to each other. and seeing things that they have in common. And
I think that the best way Ms. Butler helped us develop community in our classroom is letting us share with the whole class how, like, what we did over the weekend and, like, how our weekend was. It really, like, let us get to know each other in a different way instead of a lot of teachers who are, like, straight to business with, like, school stuff.
Wednesdays, we take about 5 or 10 minutes and we do a wonder question. It could be a quirky little question, like if you were stranded on a deserted island, what one thing other than you can't see your phone or your computer, what one thing would you have to have with you for sure? And so everybody just shares that. So they learn some more things about each other in different ways. And we fly just like birds of a feather. And then on Friday, we end with class. It's a foster a friend slip that they get. I have them up at the front of the room. And they're color-coded by class hour. So I just took index cards and I cut them into 3. The kid picks it up. And they can write anything to anyone in the classroom. They're supposed to foster, it could be observations of what somebody has done in class for another classmate. It could be something that somebody's doing in the building. They could be involved in play. They could have, made that last-minute shot in basketball. They could have held the door open for someone. I've had just a whole variety of things, just acknowledging other people in the classroom. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close?
So every week, at the end of the week, we would have a day called Foster a Friend Friday, where people would put in little slips of paper with a nice note written to somebody else in the class in this box all throughout the week. And on Friday, we would spend like the last couple of minutes of class reading those little slips of nice notes people wrote to other people. And they were always anonymous, which was really cool because it just showed that like everybody in the class kind of cared for everybody by not like putting specific labels on like who sent the messages. And I thought that was really good in building the community in our classroom.
For Foster a Friend, we get little slips and we can write little papers to other people with a compliment or something else. And they're really nice to keep and remind yourself if you're having a bad day that someone out there cares and like thinks good of you. And I actually have a jar at my house where I keep all of them. So if I'm having a bad day, I go home and I'll read them, and it just makes me feel better about myself.
Just let me state for the record. But I mean, it's those things that take 5 minutes. I take, probably 15 to 25 minutes a week on just that, and I won't ever stop doing it. It's not on a standard, it's not Common Core, but it feeds and supports the Common Core because you're building that community that can allow kids to feel safe and comfortable and come into my classroom and then focus on this other stuff that I need them to focus on.